What if God asked you to marry someone who would betray you? What if your love was destined to be broken? This isn't a love story. It's a story of heartbreak, of covenant, of betrayal, and relentless pursuit. This is the story of a prophet, Hosea, a man sent not just to preach God's message, but to live it. Through his own pain, Hosea revealed the heart of a God who refuses to give up on his people. This is the story of a faithful husband, a wandering wife, and a love that wouldn't let go. This is Hosea's painful love. Hosea was a prophet in Israel during the reign of Jeroboam II, a time of prosperity and deep spiritual decay. Idols filled the land. The people forgot God. They worshipped Baal. And then, God spoke. Go, marry a prostitute. Not a metaphor, not a parable, a literal command. Take for yourself a wife of harlotry. For the land commits great whoredom by forsaking the Lord. Hosea obeyed. He found a woman named Gomer, and he took her as his wife. She wasn't pure, she wasn't faithful, but Hosea loved her, just as God loved Israel. Gomer gave birth to a son, and the Lord said, "Name him Jezreel." Jezreel, the place of bloodshed, where judgment would fall. Then came a daughter. Call her Lo-Ruhamah, not loved. Another son. Name him Lo-Ami, not my people. These children were living prophecies. Each name a message, each birth a sign that something in the relationship between God and Israel was broken. Hosea loved Gomer, but she wandered. She grew cold. She left him again and again. And God said, "This is what my people have done to me." Imagine loving someone who keeps leaving. Imagine staying up at night, wondering where they are, what they're doing, if they even think of you. That's how God felt. Hosea's pain was God's pain. His heartbreak was divine heartbreak. Israel chased after idols, worshipped carved images, slept spiritually with false gods. And yet, God spoke through Hosea again. Not in wrath, but in yearning. How can I give you up, O Ephraim? How can I hand you over, O Israel? My heart is turned within me. My compassion is stirred. This is the God who loves like a wounded husband, who doesn't just demand obedience, but longs for intimacy. Hosea's story wasn't over. Neither was Gomer's. Neither is ours. Gomer left. Again. This time, she didn't come back. She found herself not just in another man's arms, but in chains, abandoned, used, discarded, until one day, she stood at a slave market. Dirty, ragged, worthless in the eyes of the world. And then, a man stepped forward, Hosea, and he didn't shame her. He didn't scold her. He didn't turn away. He bought her back. So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver, and a homer and a lethech of barley. He spoke to her gently. You are to live with me many days. You shall not play the harlot, and I will behave the same toward you. This wasn't just marriage. This was redemption. Soft tone. A love that pays the price. A love that welcomes back the unfaithful. A love that mirrors God. Hosea's life was a living prophecy. Every tear, every name, every act of love. And the message was this. No matter how far Israel ran, God would come for her. He would pay the price. Not with silver, not with barley, but with his own blood. Hosea's love pointed forward, to a cross, to a crown of thorns, to a man who would redeem his bride, even after she betrayed him. And in that day, declares the Lord, you will call me my husband, and I will betroth you to me forever. Maybe you've been Gomer, running, wandering, chasing things that never satisfy. Maybe you've turned away. Maybe shame has whispered, you're not loved. You're not his. But hear this. God still wants you. He still pursues you. He is the faithful husband. the relentless Redeemer, the one who buys you back. Not because you're worthy, but because his love won't give up. This is Hosea. This is Gomer. This is the gospel. A God who loves, even when we don't. A God who stays, even when we leave. A God who heals, even after we break his heart.